Max Verstappen's title dream is crumbling. After a disastrous Brazil weekend, he's all but waved the white flag, sliding, struggling, and now 39 points behind. Has the champion finally given up? Max Verstappen's title hopes took a brutal hit in Brazil, and he knows it. After a humbling Saturday at the São Paulo Grand Prix, the Red Bull ace admitted he could forget about the championship. He qualified a shocking 16th for Sunday's race, trailing McLaren's Lando Norris, who not only won the sprint but also snatched pole for the main event. With Norris now 39 points clear and just 4 races left, Verstappen's chances are fading fast. Unless the Brit runs into serious trouble, Verstappen's deficit is set to grow. When asked about the title fight after qualifying, the Dutchman didn't sugarcoat it. His championship dream is slipping away. I can forget about that. Yes, for sure. Where we are starting, that is not going to work. And with these kind of performances, I mean forget about it. Max Verstappen didn't hold back. His qualifying session in Brazil was, in his own words, bad from start to finish. The frustration was written all over him as he processed one of the most dismal Saturdays of his recent career. From the moment he hit the track, nothing clicked. For a driver used to fighting at the front, this was a brutal reality check. "I couldn't push at all," Verstappen told Sky Sports F1. "The car was all over the place, sliding around a lot. I had to underdrive it just to not have a moment, and that doesn't work in qualifying. We changed quite a bit on the car, but it just wasn't responding. I had no grip at all." Max Verstappen's championship charge was once roaring. Now it's sputtering. After clawing back a staggering 64 points on Oscar Piastri with 3 wins and a second-place finish across Italy, Azerbaijan, Singapore, and the US, Verstappen looked unstoppable. But Lando Norris's triumph in Mexico slammed the brakes on that momentum, and Brazil has only deepened Red Bull's woes. Verstappen started the sprint in 6th, muscling past Alonso and gaining another spot when Piastri crashed. But grip issues plagued his car, and Red Bull's setup tweaks only made things worse. The real gut punch? Verstappen was dumped out of qualifying in Q1, his first such exit since Russia 2021, and that one was due to engine failure. This time, there's no clear culprit. Verstappen admitted the team is baffled by the car's lack of pace. The title dream, hanging by a thread. "We need to understand what our problems are. First of all," he said. "It's not been good. It seems that we don't really understand why it's going that way. There was just no grip. I changed a few times the car and it didn't work. That's something that we need to figure out." Red Bull went back to basics, literally. In a bid to salvage performance in Brazil, the team swapped out their upgraded floor for an older spec, the very one that sparked their resurgence back at Monza in September. It's a bold move that screams desperation, as the setup that once reignited their season now serves as a last-ditch lifeline. It's 2 different floors, so clearly that is not it, Verstappen said. Helmut Marko didn't mince words. Red Bull got slower everywhere, and the numbers back him up. In São Paulo, the team suffered a historic collapse. Both cars were dumped out in Q1, a nightmare scenario not seen since 2006. Verstappen limped to 16th on the grid, while Tsunoda sank to 19th. After Max's 4th-place finish in the sprint, Red Bull rolled the dice with setup changes. The result? A slower RB21 and a championship bid. "It went badly wrong," Marko told Sky DE. "We got slower everywhere. The track got faster and we lost time in all sectors. There was actually even less grip. Why? That's what we have to find out now, but the harm has been done. Now we'll see what we can still make of it. But it doesn't look good. Verstappen's title bid is teetering on the edge." After slipping 39 points behind Lando Norris post-sprint and lining up near the back for the São Paulo Grand Prix, the The Dutchman faces a mountain to climb. Red Bull's form has nosedived. First in Mexico, where Verstappen salvaged a podium, and now in Brazil, where the car's performance has been outright baffling. Helmut Marko didn't sugarcoat the situation. When pressed on what's behind Red Bull's struggles in Mexico and Brazil, his answer was blunt. The team simply hasn't found the sweet spot. Setup changes backfired, grip vanished, and the RB21 lost its edge. For a team used to dominance, this dip is more than a hiccup. It's a full-blown crisis. We brought new parts or partially new parts in Mexico, which did not bring the hoped-for success. On that basis, we thought we would find the right direction, but that has not been the case now either. So, we have to look at where we have taken the wrong turn. Because this backlog, especially the fact that we lost time in sectors 1 and 3, while the deficit in sector 2 remained the same. That means we didn't gain anything there, but with the others we clearly lost. Red Bull threw caution to the wind in Brazil. Team principal Laurent Mekis revealed they took a daring swing with their setup ahead of qualifying, desperate to shake off the struggles that plagued them from the moment they hit the São Paulo circuit. It was a high-risk move, born out of frustration, and it didn't pay off. Obviously, nobody expected something like that, Mekis explained to Sky Sports F1. We have been unhappy with the car since pretty much when we got here. And you heard our struggles through the practice session and sprint, but nonetheless, we were at the point where we could not fight for the win. But we could fight with the group just after. And it's fair to say that we took some more risk before qualifying to try to see if we could put the car in a better place, and it obviously went the opposite direction. So, that's where we are now. It's sometimes the price you pay when you take a risk. You cannot always go your way. It's painful, but it's something we can learn from and improve. Verstappen's qualifying collapse in Brazil sent shockwaves through Red Bull's garage and triggered a full-blown overhaul. With the team scrambling for answers, they've handed Max a fresh Honda power unit and bolted on a slew of new components in a bid to stop the bleeding. Sources suggest the RB21 had been running the US Grand Prix spec floor, but after Verstappen's complaints of excessive sliding and a lack of pushability, the team has now reverted to the Mexico version. It's a dramatic pivot that underscores just how deep the performance crisis runs. Red Bull isn't just tweaking, they're rebuilding on the fly. Verstappen's title hopes are fading fast, and Red Bull's crisis is deepening. Can they turn it around before it's too late? Hit subscribe for more F1 drama and drop your take. Has Max already checked out of this season?